Skin-to-skin hugs are so important, especially for babies in neonatal care. Friend of the show, Natalie Preddie, knows that all too well. She joins us now from her home, and normally you're doing travel segments with us, but this time it's really special for you because you're part of a campaign now with Huggies.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It is NICU Awareness Month. I have so many friends who've had children in NICU, and myself, my second son was in NICU, and that's a very scary experience for parents. I had my first birth with my first son was fantastic, and the second one, he came out, he wasn't crying. I asked what was going on. A bunch of nurses came around, doctors. They whisked him away and I wasn't allowed to see him. So it wasn't until an hour or two later, that I was wheeled in to see this little babe in an incubator. And of course, they can't tell you what exactly is going on. They said, we don't know what's going on. His oxygen levels are low in the blood, and he can't breathe on his own. We thought we were going to lose him. And I'm, oh my goodness, who says that?
Mm-hmm. And you couldn't touch him.
And I couldn't touch him. And one thing, and all the parents that are in the NICU with their kids, it's really really hard to take those first moments with your little one. And I've championed Huggies for years and years since Charlie was born. And to complement my birth plan, I had a hug plan. So for me, my birth plan was, let's see what we need to do to get this baby out happy and healthy. But what I do want is to put him on my chest immediately when he's born, because there's been about 600 scientific studies that have shown just how important skin to skin hugs are. So they help with heart rate, they help with weight gain, it increases babies' immune systems. We know that skin to skin is so good for babies' growth. And men can do it too,
Mm-hmm.
and my husband has a shirt on there, but so the hug plan with Huggies, for instance, I was able to say things, if I'm not able to have skin to skin with my son, I'd like my husband to do it. And if he can't do it, I'd like it with someone else. So, one of the reasons that I love working with Huggies so much, especially on this, is that they champions hug programs across the country. They have hugging programs where you can volunteer, and I'm not sure about this during COVID, but um, where you can go and hug babies
Yeah.
as a grandparent, or if you're looking for something to do, you can go hug babies in the NICU just so they feel that strength and that power of a hug, because there is so much power in that hug. Huggies has also given money to sick kids to help with their NICU space. So if you've been in a NICU space, if you are a NICU parent, there's a
Mm-hmm.
curtain beside you, and that's the only thing separating you from the family next to you. And it's really hard to do skin to skin, to give skin to skin hugs when you are in that situation. You
Yeah.
don't really want to take your shirt off in front of all of these people. But their Huggies is really working to create better places for parents to be able to have skin to skin moments with their kids.
Mm-hmm. And how is your NICU baby? And we should mention, if people aren't familiar what NICU is, it's neonatal intensive care unit.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
And your little NICU baby was Jamie. How is Jamie now?
Jamie had his first day of JK yesterday,
Oh.
and he was so excited and so happy. We really, really had the best care that week we were in there. And we were only in there for a week. Some people are in there for months and months and months.
Mm-hmm.
We are very grateful. The nurses that we had are absolute saints, especially the ones that do the night shift. They are just so fabulous with the babies and with the parents, because as a new parent, or second, third time, it doesn't matter, when you are there and your baby's life is in intensive care, you obviously are very scared and you need support. And through the nurses that are there, the doctors that are there, you really find a community. And that's one thing that I love about Huggies. Grow with Huggies. You can see them online as well on social media. It's like a community of moms and dads that are going through the exact same thing, that have, there's little preemie diapers, which are all hand inspected by one person. So they will actually
So
sign
tiny.
the box. I know,
Yeah,
sign the box.
and your
to say
heart
that
is so big. So thank you for joining us and sharing your story with us. And we'll get the links up to your social media and also for this program as well up at chch.com. See you soon.
Thanks so much, Annette. Take care.